Hey guys, and welcome back to another rainy day in my Minecraft survival world. Today we are going to be working down in the Nether again, and we're going to go and hopefully extend our Nether hub out and make it look even more awesome and add in some new features and hopefully some new areas into that awesome new build. So we've still got a long way to go with that. But yeah, off camera I've been doing crazy things, as I always tend to say at the start of these little intros which I do. And I have been gathering resources like absolutely crazy. It's been pretty ridiculous, and I've sort of gone on a hype for mining and for just, farming my crops and, just gathering every type of resource which I can possibly gather. So I'm just going to go straight into this and take you around some of the things which I've been getting up to. So first up, we are over here at the fortune area, and boy have I been using this thing. Just take a look at the crazy amount of different ores that I've got here, stockpiling them, and I kind of want to go and create an ore pyramid and get loads and loads and loads of ores. But just take a look at this. Look at how much redstone we have, and all of the base of this is pretty much coal, and now I've fallen down. So all of the base of this is pretty much coal, and all of these blocks are filled in, by the way, beneath here. So we have a lot of ores here, and you can see how much mining I've been doing. I just recently had to repair this pick here, and this one is probably going to need to be repaired pretty soon as well. I have several chests, well, really one chest filled with double stacks of cobblestone, and one chest filled with stacks of stone. So I don't have to smelt any more stone as well for any projects which we're going to be doing. And just take a look at the ridiculous amount of diamonds and lapis and emeralds as well. Emeralds are really rare, but we have so many of them here, which is pretty amazing. And we've also got some lapis for enchanting and things. So that's pretty spectacular. So let's go over to the next place where I've been doing some AFKing and getting us loads and loads of resources. So I'm over here at the super intense, awesome looking mob farm, which as always I really love the look of. It's pretty spectacular, and I love the way we've built everything here. But get prepared, prepare yourselves, because I'm going to be showing you something pretty awesome indeed. I've been doing a few hours of AFKing here, and usually I don't even AFK here much actually. And when I do AFK, I don't AFK for that long, and definitely not as long as the people do on Hermitcraft and other series like that. And as much as hardcore Minecraft players do, but still, take a look at this. So we got, yeah, that's a lot of arrows, and then that's a lot of arrows, and then that's a lot of arrows. That's also a lot of arrows. We've got some bones, more bones, even more bones. I hope this isn't getting boring with all the chest opening sounds and the mob dying sounds above. And we've got some more bones, and that's about it. So that's pretty ridiculous. I took some of the arrows, as you can see. I should probably take some of the bones as well while I'm here. And yeah, are we really going to ever need to get any resources in this game manually anymore? Because we have gunpowder, we have, I don't know what we're going to use the rotten flesh for, but we've got that. We've got string and even sugar and glowstone as well, since some witches might have died up here as well. So this is a kind of a witch farm as well. It kind of adds to the bonus of being a witch farm. But yeah, that is pretty much the majority of the crazy AFKing and resource gathering I've been doing. It may not look like much since I've showed it all in the vicinity of like 5 seconds or so, but it did take a very long time indeed to gather all of this stuff. And what's more is that I've also gone to the crop farm and started to replant all of the crops, which we obviously lost a lot of last time. And yeah, I'm hoping that won't happen again, that we won't lose any of them. But yeah, I think we should get on to what we're actually going to be doing in this episode now, and get away from all of this crazy resource gathering and actually use some of the resources. And how did that guy get there? I'm pretty sure that's kind of impossible, unless he spawned down here. Yeah, I hope he spawned down here. Anyway, aside from all of that, we are back in our lovely looking Nether hub, except that is the thing which I'm not really too sure about, because if you remember from the last time we worked in this place, and when we built the whole thing and added in all of this glass and the stone work, which looks pretty cool, to be honest, I was still quite unsure about the color of the glass which we'd chosen. in the windows here, and I'm still pretty unsure, and I'm pretty much certain that we're gonna have to get rid of this color, this black and red theme. I really don't think it looks good, and I think it kind of merges in too much with the outside nether, and it makes everything look too dark and kind of dismal. And I would much prefer to have something like the white glass here, or something else. I'm really not sure how to do this, but it's going to take a little bit of experimentation, and I'm thinking something like crazy, like blue glass, or light blue glass, or cyan glass, or maybe I could actually just get rid of these black bits of glass and leave in the red. Maybe that will work, who knows? But it is going to be a little bit of experimentation. That's what's going to be needed to actually improve this place. What I am happy with, though, is the way we've done the ceiling here. I think that looks pretty cool, and that should be okay to stay. I'm really not sure about the black stained glass, though, that we have in the ceiling. I feel like just getting rid of that and actually just putting in some stone up there, and yeah, that's pretty much what I'm going to do. So I'm going to start by getting rid of all of this glass and basically choosing another color scheme, a new color scheme for this area, which is a little bit more lively and looks a little bit better. After a few fights with ghasts and a little bit of experimentation, I am finally done with a cool looking design. So here you see what we had before, and I've kind of taken out the cobblestone stairs which were here, and it kind of looks a little bit too big, a little bit too bold, and you know, the colors are a bit crazy here. But now I've just replaced it with this simple but pretty cool looking iron bar thing. So we've got some iron bars going on here, and then we've got some slabs to cover up the ends here, and you can kind of see out even more than you could with the glass here. So it's quite cool to have these iron bars in, and even though it looks quite small, I think it works pretty well. So I'm going to go around and actually replace these big openings with these smaller ones, so adding in some stone brick around there, and then adding in some of the iron bars, and I think that will make this place look a lot better. Oh, hello, this guy is right in my face. Anyway, what I was going to say is take a look at this. I have a ghast. Oh, got hit by fire then. Oh no, I'm walking into it. Okay, that was stupid. Now I'm on fire and I'm probably going to die. Right, this was probably not a good idea. Probably not a good idea, but I have a little ghast over there. Let me quickly get back, and I seem to be okay. That's pretty cool. I wish I could keep a ghast like in my base or something, just as like a cannon, so wherever I go it would follow me and then destroy the mobs along with it. That would be pretty cool, wouldn't it? Anyway, talking of ghasts, just take a look at my nether portals. They've all been completely extinguished by a ghast. So we had a ghast sort of stuck like in between one of these archways trying to get through. I was over here, I came next to the nether portals, and then it fired one and knocked out all of my nether portals, which is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And the only thing is, I don't actually have any flint on me, so I can't make a flint and steel, and there is no flint and steels, or there are no flint and steels in there. So yeah, I'm pretty much screwed for now. I'm gonna have to go find another portal somewhere and get through. I think actually a ghast can actually light a portal as well, but that's probably going to be a little bit harder to do. I know that I have another portal somewhere. Oh, but that's going to leave me like in the middle of the Iron Titan, down in where all the redstone is, I think. Oh, that really sucks. I hope there's another nether portal somewhere. I'll find one. But yeah, I have been going and you know, doing all of these changes, and I'm still not sure. I'm really indecisive on this build. I'm still not sure whether this actually looks any good or not. I don't know whether... I think it looks a lot better than the last thing that was there, but I'm not really sure still. It kind of looks a bit weird. I feel like it's a little bit boring. There needs to be something interesting going on in this hub. But by the way, in the last cut I also forgot to mention that I had all of the wooden slabs put in the top here, which is dark oak wood, and I think that looks pretty good. I really like it. Hopefully it's not too dark. I think it just about works. But aside from that, I think everything is looking okay, and I've tried to add in some more color by adding in some of these slabs, and I think this is what this place really needs. Is just that kind of darkness, that kind of richness of the wood color. And there are meant to be slabs here, but I was experimenting with actually putting dark oak wood here as well. But yeah, I just want to go in and add in some of this color into the floor here, and it will also mean that no mobs are actually able to spawn on top of these, which is obviously really safe. I don't want many of these pigmen, roaming around in my nether hub, because I'll have more of a chance of hitting them and getting myself killed, as I usually do. So yeah, I want to make this place spawn proof. Also, I wanted to use the andesite originally in the flooring, but I don't think I'll end up using that. Maybe in certain places only I'll be using that. But I think for the most part I'm going to go with this dark oak wood floor. I think it looks really, really nice. And I'm just hoping that wooden slabs don't burn in the nether. I really, really hope they don't, because otherwise I'm obviously not going to be able to use them. And yeah, half of my nether hub is going to be burnt down. But if not, then I think because they're slabs, they don't actually get burnt. I don't think any of the slabs get burnt. So that should be good. And I think I'm going to need to go and get some more dark oak wood to finish this off, because, yeah, that's spruce wood, and, yeah, I've got one dark oak wood plank. Great. So that's probably not enough, and now I'm going to have to somehow figure out a way to get back into the overworld. Yeah, a good tip for you guys, always bring a flint and steel with you. You know, don't be stupid like me. Yes, I got gravel. I found gravel, so now I won't have to go and actually find any portals or anything. I can hopefully find a piece of flint in some of this gravel, and yeah, we've got loads of it here. Hopefully, I won't fall down to my death if I break some of this. Yeah, it has a tendency to fall all at once. But yeah, I can just get some flint now, and hopefully... Oh, this is a silk touch. Oh my god, really? This has to be a silk touch shovel. That really sucks. But yeah, I can get some of this, hopefully, if all things go to plan, which they haven't today. And then I can finally get back home. So I've been back to the overworld, and I've fixed up our nether portals. As you can see here, they are all in working order finally again. And I think I should probably cover up some of these entrances or something along those lines to avoid them getting blown up again. I should probably carry around with me a trusty flint and steel. But talking of flint and steel and fire and stuff, take a look at this. Yeah, I was pretty stupid. Of course, slabs catch fire. Why did I not know that? But I've taken some precautions up there at least. And I've gone and covered the stuff in slabs. So hopefully that will stop any ghast fireballs from going and setting my whole roof on fire and getting rid of all of these, and letting all the zombie pigmen pour in when I hit one by accident, which will probably happen. But yeah, at least the floor here is done and everything is looking totally awesome. And I am pretty annoyed at the fact that they do set on fire, the slabs, but I didn't even realize that, which is pretty stupid. But anyway, I kind of like this pattern which I've got in the middle, and I think I'm going to be repeating this thing all around the nether hub. And it just works so well with the stone brick and the darkness of the dark oak wood. And obviously I've added it in all along the floor here as well. And I think this place is looking 10 times better. So now finally I'm pretty much finished with the center hub kind of bit. And I want to go and move on to some of the wings or the extensions of the nether hub, which can allow us to actually make some tunnels to these separate nether portals, which we can place for the connections to the overworld. So hopefully we can connect ourselves with this nether hub to far away places, and I think I'm going to start by extending out in one of these directions. As you can tell, I'm thinking of making this pretty big indeed. So we've got this going out all the way to here, and it's pretty wide. It's a pretty wide little cobblestone half slab thing that we've got going on. I guess I could use the stairs here to my advantage a little bit. And wow, I've only just noticed actually how big it is now, to be honest, or how big it's going to be, because I think this is going to extend out a little bit in that direction, and maybe I won't actually use all of the wideness of it, if you kind of get what I'm trying to say. And maybe I'll just stop it off here, or have like a wall and then little rooms, or the passageways leading into different places off to the sides here. And I'm not really sure, I'm just making this up as I go along, so it's quite a sporadic kind of process here. And yeah, I think I'm just going to extend these around or out on each side. Hopefully there will be enough space. You can see on this side there's probably not going to be enough space, so I'm going to have to clear out some of this netherrack as well, which will probably involve repairing this thing. And then I will be on my way to actually creating some of the aesthetics and maybe designing, maybe making up some of the walls. And I think this is going to have a pretty low ceiling as well, so that's all to come, and it's going to require quite a bit of planning. A lot of experimentation has been done, and now I think I've got a little bit of a better idea of what I'm actually aiming to do here. And you can see we've got this kind of corridor going out here, and this is the stone brick is basically the, oh no, getting attacked by a ghast. The stone brick is the kind of outline of where the walls will be, and I'm pretty sure I know I'm going to do this now. So we have these little gaps in the wall, which you can see. So they're too wide, and these are going to be the kind of the corridors which lead out, the long tunnels which lead out to several different parts of the Nether. So we can traverse long distances in the overworld through the Nether, and that will be really cool to build some of those connections to different places. And I think this is the way we're going to do it. So originally I was going to plan to have a kind of a really wide hall here and have a really high ceiling. But I think that's not really that practical, since I'm not probably not gonna have that many connections leading all the way to different places. So there's probably not much point in actually making this thing too big. But instead, a better idea would be just to make this kind of small design. And the reason I've extended this out, by the way, from the sort of door bit here, the gateway, I guess, is because these windows, you can actually see obviously the whole building and the exterior of the building through these windows. So I'm thinking of kind of decorating the building and making it look really cool from the outside as well, because you'll be able to see it from here. So I'm thinking of making it look good from both the outside and the inside, which will obviously be quite hard to build, especially on other sides where there's like lava underneath you. But on these other kind of entrances, I don't want it to all be the same. Definitely not going to repeat the exact same thing that I've got over there on these sides. Maybe I might do it on this side over here, because we obviously need like two directions to go in, because the tunnels from this one will go in that direction, and the tunnels from this one over here would obviously go in, well, they probably like collide with these ones, but they probably go underneath them or something like that, and we'll have a really complicated system of these tunnels going all over the place. So that's all going to be for the future, though. Obviously right now we're just going to be building out that hallway, and I really don't know what I'm really going to do on the other sides, but as I say, it's just a work in progress. And now I'm going to continue, hopefully build up some of the walls here and figure out some more of the planning. Some more construction has taken place, and I'm happy to say that I've got a better idea of the structure of things and the way that this nether hub is going to work. But the only thing is, I really don't know what materials to use. I've just been experimenting with everything, and I can't seem to figure out what actually works well. And I think I'm really not sure about the cobblestone. I think that was just a bit of a crazy experiment. Nobody really uses cobblestone in building, and you know, some people find it pretty ugly, and I think it does look kind of ugly with this dark oak wood, or at least in this situation it does. And I'm not sure about the spruce wood here. I think it kind of looks a little bit too dull. Now I've fallen down. Yeah, I'm just using carpets here to keep out all of the zombie pigmen down there. But I think I'm going to get rid of this as well. I think I'm just going to carry on the same theme, because I wanted to actually try and not overuse this pattern here. Although it does kind of look good, I don't want to overuse it in the area, but I think I might end up kind of using it all the way along the sides here. But I want to put something else in the middle, like maybe a table, or like a long table or something like that. Just a random piece of aesthetic detail, because I don't want it to be plain and empty or anything like that. And maybe I'll have like a staircase or a spiral stairway or something going down to the bottom. I don't actually know what is actually at the bottom, which is pretty much nothing down there, but maybe if I can like make a path down to the lava or something, that would be useful, because I actually need to make myself a nether furnace array, which is one of Exumavoid's designs. And I remember when he built that thing, and that works really awesomely, and I need to build one of those, and that involves like going down to one of the lava lakes. So I'm gonna have to look at which one is the closest to this place, but I think I'll leave that for later. Right now I need to stick to actually building up the walls. But again, not sure about what kind of granite to use in the walls here. I'm really confused. This is the most confused I've ever been with building. I'm trying to, you know, try out all the different designs and styles which I can think of, And yeah, maybe it would have been a good idea if I had actually gone and designed all of this in creative mode. You know what? Sometimes I am so tempted to hit these guys, but at least I can do that. Yeah, that's what you deserve, man. Just get out of here. This is my place. So you probably just noticed in that cut right there, I've got some crazy stuff going on in terms of the color scheme in this place, and I'm also going and creating the roof now and trying to connect things up a little bit, although I'm pretty unsure about whether I'm going to be able to finish that within this episode. But it doesn't really matter because I have a good plan of what to do now. So you can see I've used some cyan stained glass in here, and behind that we've actually got some iron blocks. So this is a weird combination of colors and blocks, and it's certainly not something which I was anticipating I'd use, and it's kind of crazy really. I didn't expect to use this kind of stuff, but I think it looks spectacular. I think it just about works, and it adds some color and vibrancy into this area, and that's exactly what it needed. I think it looks way too plain and boring before, and now this just looks so much better. And also we've obviously got the blue stained glass in here, and I think I'm probably going to get rid of this black stained glass. I was just experimenting around with that. But the blue definitely works well, and originally I also had blue in these bits as well, but I think that looked a little bit too bright, and you know, I wanted to change up the colors as well, so I added in some cyan stained glass, and I think that looks really cool, so I'm really quite happy with that. And also, if you've noticed, my GUI, or basically all of this stuff, is a lot bigger, and that's because I'm on the large scale now, and I tried that out, which you can go and change in your graphics, and this just works a lot better. I think I kind of can see all of the items better and more easily, and I kind of just prefer the feeling of this, so I think I'm going to carry on. And it shouldn't affect the videos too much, but I thought I'd just mention it anyway, just in case you were wondering. You know, your YouTube hasn't gone messed up or anything. Minecraft is just normal. I've just gone and changed the settings. So yeah, I'm going to continue with this wall theme, which I think is looking pretty sweet, and hopefully I can build in the roof by the end of this episode. Okay, so this thing is nearly done. I just added in these little connections here, and I'll just show you what it looks like from the bottom in just a second. But by the way, this new GUI is actually really good, and I don't know why I didn't have this before, why I didn't make it large before, because I don't know, it's kind of easier to see, I guess. And yeah, let me go down and show you. I guess I should get rid of all of this netherrack. Let me use my super fast pickaxe, and I don't know whether I've mentioned this or not, but I did actually break my my really fast normal pickaxe without silk touch on, so I guess the grinder kind of pickaxe, and so I'm gonna have to make a new one of those. And I also died, I forgot to mention, at some point a ghast hit me off this thing and I went flying down into the place below, and I lost a little bit of XP but nothing else really, so that's okay. But yeah, take a look at this. I think this is turning out pretty well. I like the way the shape of the roof is going, and now I think I just need to fill the middle bits in, and I'll probably use wood for that. But if I use wood, I'm going to have to cover it at the top with cobblestone, because yeah, you can hear the ghasts already. They're just getting ready to smash down my new place, burn down everything, and obviously we don't want that to happen. So it has been a pretty long episode today, but I think it's definitely been worth it, because just take a look at this. I think it looks pretty awesome, and I think this place has turned out pretty well, much better than I would have expected, and definitely a lot more than I was expecting at the start of the episode, because I really wasn't sure. I really wasn't sure about anything in terms of the design and in terms of the shape of this room, and I can't really believe that I've pulled it off within, I think, about 25 minutes, which is obviously slightly above the normal time limit which I try and set, which is 20 minutes for these episodes. But sometimes if we go a little bit over, I don't really mind if we're doing such a cool project as this, and if it turns out as well as this one did. And I'm really happy with it. If you can't tell already, of course I keep repeating this kind of stuff all the time, because it was a really fun project to work on. At least afterwards it was, but sort of at the start I kind of struggled a little bit to get things done, and that's why I was so slow to kind of start this project. But just take a look at the views, and you know, the one thing that I really like is just the way that, you know, you can just walk into this main hub here, and it's just so tall and the ceiling's really big and everything's all grand and open and things like that. I think it works really well. And also, by the way, I've got all of the glowstone in here, like I said I was going to do a while ago. So I've taken out all of the crazy torches which we had, and I've also got some glowstone under these trapdoors right here. So things are looking much better than they were before, but I think that's all I've got time for today. I probably haven't given you a good enough look at this place just yet, but I probably will end up doing that whenever I get back to it. So if you did like this episode, please be sure to go and hit that like button. It would be super useful for my channel and it would be much appreciated. But what would be even better if you go and hit that subscribe button. That would be very useful as well. But thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.